Number 6 from semester 1, review number 11. We're asked to factor this expression that has 4 terms. The only methods we know to factor something with 4 terms are 2 by 2 grouping and 1 by 3 or 3 by 1 grouping. In this case, we're going to do a 1 by 3 grouping. So we're going to group the last 3 terms together. And when I group that, I'm going to factor out a negative 1. So it's going to become a squared minus, I factor out the negative 1, I have b squared minus 8b plus 16. You can check if you factor that correctly by distributing negative 1 to each of these terms. And now when I look at the last 3 terms, they are actually a perfect square trinomial because the first term is a perfect square, b squared. The last term is a perfect square, 16, which is 4 squared. And negative 8b is 2 times the square root of b squared, which is b, times the square root of 16, which is 4. And that term can be plus or minus. If you don't see it as a perfect square trinomial, you can always factor this by looking for two numbers that multiply to 16 and add to negative 8. So that perfect square trinomial is going to factor as a squared minus, this factors as b minus 4 quantity squared. And when I look at this line, I see that I have a difference of squares because I have a squared and then I have b minus 4 quantity squared. And to factor a difference of squares, I'm going to take a plus the second factor, b minus 4. That's my first factor. And the second factor is going to be a minus the quantity b minus 4. And to finish up this problem, we're going to do eliminate these parentheses inside the brackets by distributing either plus 1 or negative 1. So I have a plus b minus 4 times the second factor, a minus b plus 4 if I distribute this negative 1 to both terms.